for Lori and Friends provided by Waste Management. Think green, think Waste Management.
Hello and welcome to Lori and Friends. I have some really great friends with me today from Heritage Christian Services. This is Samantha and this is Chuck. Tell me what you do there.
Lori, thank you so much for having us. I'm the Manager of Communication and Advancement at Heritage Christian Services. I work on our PR, event planning, communications, fundraising, a whole bunch of different things that I'm really excited to be a part of.
And you, Chuck?
Yes, and I serve as a Vice President of our operations based out here in the Western New York region. So I get the opportunity to serve and be part of all the variety of services that we offer between Erie and Niagara County.
You've been in the general area of upstate New York for how long?
Well, our agency is serving their 30th year anniversary this year, and it was 18 years ago that we started out here with our very first program in Niagara County in Sanborn. So 18 years of services between Erie and Niagara County out here.
And Chuck is no stranger to Niagara County. He's involved in everything, and they've here. Let me do this. I just got to do the little plug. I got to go oh, you're the chairperson of the Peach Festival this year. That's not a small job.
That's a lucky winner, right? Yes.
Yeah. No, who's our lucky winner this year? It's going to be Chuck. So you're a member of the Lewiston Kiwanis.
Member of the Lewiston Kiwanis, right? Live right here in the Lewiston community. Been part of Niagara County all my life, and this year, the ambitious role of the chairman of the Peach Festival.
Ooh.
So we're waiting for the winter thaw for those peaches to start going. Oh my gosh,
it's like a nightmare. You know, you start thinking that I'm with you. I like doing PR. I like doing events. That's a monster thing. It is just the amount of everything. Well, good luck to you.
All the good helpers we have around.
You're right. You also have a huge group of people. I just wanted people to know because I laughed when Chuck told me that you're the chairperson this year because it's such a big thing here in Lewiston. And it also gives you that the folks from Heritage live right into the area here.
Correct.
There's actually a house right off of Oxbow Lane in Lewiston, right?
Correct. There's a home that we operate where 6 adults live there, and we began operations there just a couple of years ago. That was previously run by the state, and we had the opportunity to be introduced to that home and the people who live there and begin providing services there. So we're their 24-hour, 7-day-a-week provider.
I don't know that everybody, Samantha, knows exactly what Heritage Christian Services does. You want to give them the Reader's Digest version?
Sure. Heritage Christian Services is a nonprofit organization that provides supports and services for people with developmental disabilities. We have 2 different kinds of services. We have our foundational services, which would be things like our residential homes and our day programs, our respite services, and then we have more of our emerging services, which is that things in our service industry are really changing right now, and it's becoming very much focused on people and allowing them to come into who they are and what they want to be, really giving them power and choice, which is just so wonderful. So new services, service coordination, supported employment, things that really help people take the reins of who they are, what they want to be, and get out into the community.
You have a great partnership that goes on with the YMCA in Niagara Falls, right?
We do. One of our day programs is operated out of the YMCA in Niagara Falls, and it's just been a wonderful fit for us. Again, a way for the people that we support to spend time in the community, among the community, and it's just been a wonderful program for us.
It's a great way for us to stay connected too with our community partners and build those relationships. The YMCA has been an excellent partner with us. We're able to really tie into a lot of the work and the activities that they're doing there, and it's really just been a great fit for us.
I love when agencies work with other agencies and make the whole thing work. Now, at some point, though, you do have a day hab program where they do baking, right?
We do. Out in Clarence, our Goodrich Bakery program is just a wonderful opportunity for the men and women who attend that program to spend some of their day baking. They make baked goods for our different programs, our different events that we have for community members. It's just been really great. We operate 2 bakeries in Rochester, and about 2 years ago, we started operating one out here in the Western New York region as well, and it's been a great success for us.
So here's the disclaimer, okay? Samantha is the PR person. She is not the baker.
I am not the baker.
So she brought one of the recipes for Snickerdoodles. Chuck, why don't you bring over the Snickerdoodles?
Sure
you and I can start eating those.
Yes, I've been waiting for this moment.
These are the Snickerdoodles, okay, that Samantha is making today. I'll just put them over here in front. Okay, you make a whole bunch of different cookies. You're just choosing to make the Snickerdoodles today.
That's right.
You're choosing to attempt to make the Snickerdoodles
I will do
today.
my best, Lori.
See what happens.
I knew I was scared when you told me, okay, I've never used a KitchenAid mixer before, because then that makes me look like the expert, and we all know how I am. Anything could happen.
You know, it's one of those things that I got for my wedding, and it's been sitting in the pantry ever since.
Shame on you, shame on you. I was in a kitchen recently where you pressed a button, and it came out of the cabinet and came up, and I thought, oh my God.
Wow.
No, when I have my kitchen remodeled, I won't have that. I still have to drag it from my pantry over. But that was amazing, you know? All right. I know you have to start with your butter.
All right, we do.
Or margarine, whatever you're using.
Margarine is what this recipe calls for. So a
Okay.
half a cup of margarine and a cup and a half of sugar. This is going to make about 3 dozen cookies when we're done. So
All righty.
a nice amount for a party or whatever you might want to do. I'm going to put that in. Just start mixing that up a
You
little
know what?
bit.
It's just not secure. There. Now it's secure.
We don't want it flying all over the kitchen, do we?
Well,
That's
that
a
makes for good
Snickerdoodle.
television, right, folks?
So we're just going to beat that until it is light and fluffy. Just a couple of minutes there. And then we are going to add in our vanilla.
You're so funny. Like, what do you like? You're just like you're waiting for it to take
Get
off
like
on its
light
own.
and fluffy.
I want you to go home and I want you to use your KitchenAid mixer.
All right.
This was not a cheap thing for somebody to buy you for your wedding.
Aunt Janet, if you're watching, I'm sorry.
Janet is a good friend if she bought you a KitchenAid, you know?
She's a wonderful aunt. All right.
Oh, she's your aunt.
She's my aunt. So
She's
then we
your
add
Aunt Janet.
in. All right, we add in our
And
2
Janet's
eggs.
laughing because she sees, I knew she was going to need
Gonna blend well. Yep.
she was going to need this. I'm right on it.
We're gonna get these blending.
And I'm a PR person too, and I can cook as well.
Well, I can cook and I can bake. I just haven't ever. I just, I have a little hand mixer.
We could have used one of those.
Anyways.
Beat that higher. Yeah.
see?
Yeah.
Lessons on the kitchen.
Even Chuck knows this.
Good thing I brought the recipe. Jeez. All right. So now we're gonna add our cream of tartar here. Our baking soda. And some salt. We're gonna mix that up good.
Looking good.
Here's a question they're not going to be able to answer unless they're really good. It's a trivia question. There's another thing that you can do that's kind of bizarre that kids do that use cream of tartar all the time. And you can make your own homemade this with cream of tartar. Chuck?
Oh, I don't know. And I have 3 kids at home, so I'm
You have
curious
3
to
kids,
know
and
the
you
answer
never
to this
had
question.
pre-K kids that came home and wanted to make their own Play-Doh?
Oh, Play-Doh.
Yeah.
I
You
did
have
know.
flour, cream of
bring it
tartar,
down a
yes.
little bit.
Make
Play-Doh's
your own
always a lot of
Play-Doh.
fun with young kids at home,
Till it
too.
gets on your floor or in your
Yes.
carpet. Yes, that's correct.
My daughter's at the age where she's eating everything, so if I could make homemade Play-Doh with edible ingredients, I think that would probably be a good thing.
I think even if you eat regular Play-Doh, other than it's salty.
Yeah. Now we're just
Yes,
gradually.
we've learned that. They could still be, they'll be okay.
Yeah. It's amazing the stuff that, okay, really when you do this, all joking aside, okay? Do you see where it says stir? Okay? Like, and then, okay, if you really should, like, lift it and pour it in.
Megan is the wonderful baker at our Good Rich Bakery program.
Here.
Megan, I need you.
Megan, your job is safe, I
Megan,
believe.
your job is very safe.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
all right.
Well,
Well, it says
here,
gradually
here,
add the
here,
flour.
here.
I'm just following our recipe, Lori.
I know
right.
you are. And you
So just
play by
go
the
for it
rules,
all? Just go for
which
it all?
they do at
for it all.
Heritage Christian Services because
right.
you were also selected as what, one of the 8?
Right, we have the honor of having being one of the 8 agencies out of the state that has the Compass distinction. And don't quote me on the number 8 because that number's changed a little bit. But throughout all of New York State, there's well over 800 providers. And we have the distinction of being one of the few Compass agencies, which means that we've been recognized for our consistently high quality of care.
Because they follow the rules.
Because we follow
Just like
the rules.
Samantha does.
That's right. See,
That's
I'm
correct.
just being a good Heritage employee.
You are.
So now we're
And I
probably
have to give you a hard time because if I
That's
didn't,
all right, Lori.
the people at home. Okay, enough.
I was just going to do a little scrape down.
Yeah, I think
Our
we're just
bakery
gonna.
get
operation
this
is
up?
much more efficient than that.
Yes. They have a big mixer because when they make cookies, I was telling Lori earlier that they make like, 20 dozen at a time or something here. So we're only making a couple dozen. And
You're a PR person. This is not what you do for a living. You're friendly, you're fun, you get people engaged. That's all you're supposed to do.
Well, I appreciate that.
There you go.
All right, so now we have somehow, with Lori's help, made our cookie dough.
There you go.
And now all we're gonna do is we're just gonna take our cookies. This part I can handle. Just gonna scoop them here.
Look at this well-loved cookie sheet. You have a cookie sheet, right, Lori? Oh, yeah. You know, I do. I bake all the time. This is a new cookie sheet, folks. I probably bought this just before Christmas. Look at that.
Roll a little cinnamon and sugar.
Because my pans are well-loved. They're used. Like the Velveteen Rabbit. She's rolling this in cinnamon and sugar.
And then we're done. Just put them on, and then we're gonna bake at
At
375 for about 13 minutes.
Okay. Excellent.
I made
They
it.
flatten themselves. You did it. You did it, girl. You have an event coming up, right?
We do. Tuesday, May 6th at the Elks Lodge right here in Niagara Falls. We're having our famous spaghetti dinner and basket auction. It is quite an event, Lori. We get about 150 different theme baskets. We serve over 100 pounds of spaghetti. We usually get about 400 or 500 people that come to this event, and it is just an amazing opportunity for us to raise money for our Heritage Christian Services Foundation. Our foundation exists to provide support to the men and women that we support in our program, so that in light of economic realities, there's our safety net for us, so that our high quality supports and services will always remain regardless of what the state budget is doing. So
Who's your baker back home?
Megan.
Megan. She's putting these way too close. And
Oh,
I'm
Megan.
going to stop her from doing that, okay? So they don't all run in together.
Man,
The people at the Elks Lodge, are they not the best?
They are amazing. You know, this is going to be the 4th year that we have been there, and we searched for a great venue for this event for a number of years because it just kept growing. And when we ended up at the Elks Lodge, it just became such a wonderful event for us. They are just so accommodating, so kind. Just wonderful people. So thank you to our friends at the Elks Lodge in Niagara Falls.
They're just great folks. Those of you who don't know where the Elks Lodge is, it's right on Factory Outlet Boulevard behind the Factory Outlet Mall.
That's
and
correct.
And what's the date of that again?
It is Tuesday, May 6th from 4 until 8 p.m. And if you'd like additional details, you can find it on our website at www.heritagechristianservices.org.
Some of the most amazing baskets you'll see.
Yeah, they really are special. You know, we don't have just average baskets. We'll typically have things like Kindles and huge patio sets and great play things for kids. You know, they're not really just these little baskets. They're huge and extravagant. So very exciting.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to try these cookies, Chuck. We're
what
definitely
we
going
could
to
Are
do.
you
that.
brave enough to try the
Oh,
cookies?
absolutely.
I am ready.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
And Chuck's really ready to try it.
Exactly.
And we'll be right back to talk more about Heritage Christian Services
Yes.
with Chuck and Samantha right here on Lori and Friends.
This lush expanse of green does more than beautify our world. Trees help clean the air of carbon dioxide, a major greenhouse gas. As North America's largest recycler, last year alone, Waste Management recycled enough paper to save over 41 million trees. From everyday collection to environmental protection, think green. Think Waste Management.
When every moment matters and a hand reaches out. When someone gives blood and a life is saved. That moment when heartbreak turns to hope. You're there through the American Red Cross. Every day, the Red Cross responds to nearly 200 neighborhood emergencies. And your support makes it possible. Use this moment to join us today. Visit redcross.org.
Welcome back to Lori and Friends. We got our Snickerdoodles here.
We made it.
You made it. I'm really proud of you. I'm really, really proud of you. And now, we can't get these cookies a lot. These are made for special events, right?
Well, you know, they are actually made to order too. So,
Oh!
yeah, our bakery is busy. They're baking
Yes,
just
yes.
about every day of the week. So we have cookies, we have cakes, we have cupcakes. They actually just, sometimes we're lucky at the office and they use us as their guinea pigs. So they just brought us over apple pie cupcakes with cinnamon cream cheese frosting not too long ago, which
And they were good.
that was delicious.
I can learn more about the bakery and everything if I go on your website.
Absolutely.
Which we've been showing you. But you know what? I mean, and you go on a website and I can find out, but I want you to tell me about Heritage Christian Services. Chuck, tell me about what the agency does.
Sure. And a great way is to check out our website to talk about all the variety of services, but we're really here to really support people and families throughout their journey. We serve people regardless of their age, from very young children right through end stages of life. And we hope that people reach out to us to find out what services are appropriate and needed for you. Many times people don't realize what services are out there or what they really could benefit from. So we encourage people to call us. And the reason that we would ask people to really seek us out and learn more about us is the distinction in our quality of care. As we stated, we are a Compass agency, which means we've been recognized for our consistently high quality of care and our standards and just the different feel that you may get at Heritage Christian Services. We are a Christian agency and we like to talk about that. We're not connected to a church or a particular affiliation. We support people of all faiths, regardless of what your faith journey may be, for that person or no journey. And we welcome them and we look to support them and provide the variety of services that they may need. What I think they would feel from us, or I hope that they would feel from us, is really the feeling of respect and dignity in whatever service that they may get. We're a very family-focused agency, so we very much want the parents to be involved in this and talk through the journey with us and let us know how we're doing and how we could improve or what they think their loved one may benefit from more and more. So we're really here to walk through that journey with them throughout their lifetime.
And what's the age of the people that you service?
All ages. We serve from birth right through to their very end stages. So we have a wide variety within our residential homes. Typically they start within the young adults through their lifespan, but we offer a variety of services from respite to service coordination and many other services to people of all ages who may still be living at home or younger or various adults living out on their own and could benefit from services out there in the community.
Wow.
I think one of the things that makes Heritage Christian Services really special, as Chuck mentioned, is our focus on family. And one of the reasons for that is that we were started by a group of families. There were parents in the Rochester area who had children with developmental disabilities, and they thought, well, who's going to care for my children when I no longer can? And so they got together and they had a dream, and their dream was to start this agency. They thought maybe someday we'll have 5 or 6 homes. And now here we are. We have over 75 residential homes, over 30 day programs. We serve over 1,800 children and adults with developmental disabilities between Buffalo and Rochester. So locally we have 15 residential homes and and 8 day programs. And we're just, those numbers, they're changing and growing all the time, which is wonderful. So, but our focus on family is just so special. And as we go through these changes that I talked about earlier, you know, the way that we may serve people may change in the actual nuts and bolts of things that we do, but the heart of the way that we serve people will never change. And that is something that is really special and unique. It's just that Christian commitment to excellence that penetrates everything we do at Heritage Christian Services. It's something we're very proud of.
And obviously, getting the Encompass thing is big. It's not for everybody. It means you're doing things right. It means, I mean, obviously, who oversees you?
We are overseen by the state, like many providers such as us, but one of the honor and the responsibility of being a Compass agency is much of our work is self-monitoring. So not only have we consistently proven that we're able to meet the standards of care and exceed them, we also have the ability to self-monitor because we hold ourselves to such a high quality standard, many times above the typical traditional auditing levels or standards that are out there. So our checks by the state are there, but the majority of our oversight is self-monitoring and constantly looking at ways we could improve, do things differently, and really continue to grow and thrive.
You know, we can talk about the numbers and we can talk about the programs and we can talk about quality and that sort of stuff, but it's really about the people and the stories of the people that we support. You know, people who may go to live in. One of the new service models that we're providing is something called a customized residential option, where people will live in a home where they do not have 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week staff. They live much more independently. They do get some staffing throughout the week as needed, but it's really a home of their own. And I am thinking of one family in particular, a father that I was speaking to, who said, you know, we never thought that our son could do this, and he is just thriving. He has a home of his own. He's making his own decisions. I mean, isn't that just what we all want for ourselves and for our children? It's
Absolutely.
just such a wonderful thing, and really this model of letting people have choice and self-direct and take control over the things that they want for life. And it's sort of us coming alongside and helping them figure out how they can best become the citizen that they want to be, how they can be involved in a job that is fulfilling to them, where they can be a contributing member of society, where they can volunteer and join a community, whether it's a faith community or a club or a hobby, something that they're interested in, a place where they belong, where if they didn't show up, that they would be missed. These are the things that really make us authentic human beings, and it's something that we really are focusing on. So it's an exciting time. Although things are changing, it really is the way that it has always should have been, and so we're excited to be a part of that.
I love going into residential homes, and when I've done that with these, they're a family, okay?
Yes.
And if you're a parent and you have a child or an adult, you're always worried what's going to happen, and you really need to trust the agency that you're at. So yes, can they come and visit your homes if people are interested?
If people are interested, we would just encourage them to get in touch with us through our website or through our phone, and we will put you in contact with the people that you need, and we will start, figuring out whatever that process may be. We're very open and love to meet with people, love to talk with people, so whatever that may be.
Sure, we definitely could coordinate tours. As you can imagine, since it is their home, we don't always have the unexpected people pop up at the door, so we'd just like
No, and that's not what I meant.
No,
What
no,
I meant, I
yep.
think before you'd go into an agency, you'd want to see the types of
Sure,
homes that you'd be bringing
definitely.
loved one to. That's all I
Definitely.
meant.
So we'd love to show and to take
No.
anybody on a tour who'd be interested in any of that.
Right, no,
Yes,
and that's all I
definitely.
meant. And to learn more about your agency, which you can do if you go onto their website here. One of the ways maybe that they want to come is maybe they want to come to your spaghetti dinner
Great way.
and meet a lot of
Great
the
way.
people there, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we have about 400 or 500 people, and it's such a heritage family event. I mean, really, everyone in our heritage family is there. It is just a great opportunity. If you are into basket raffles, this is the place to be. The spaghetti is pretty good. The meatballs are really great. We've really honed that recipe over the past number of years, but your admission gets you a spaghetti dinner, salad, dessert, meatballs, a beverage, one entrance into our grand prize drawing. This year our grand prize is a 46-inch television and a CD and radio combination sound system, which is really great. And then, like I said, we have over 150 theme baskets, everything that you can imagine. There's really something for everyone. It's a great family event. It's just a wonderful opportunity to come out and to lend some
Bring the
support.
And that happens when
Tuesday, May 6th from 4 until 8 at the Niagara Falls Elks Lodge 846, right behind the Outlet Mall.
So I take it that you could go at 4 o'clock, have your and you don't have to be present to win the basket.
Absolutely. We'll take
Okay.
your name, we'll write it down with your ticket. If you're not there to win, we'll call you the next day and we'll get your basket to you. So yeah, it's wonderful.
It sounds like a lot of fun as well.
It really is a lot of fun. We're also looking for, it takes a lot of hands to make that event happen. So if you're interested in volunteering for that event, please give us a call at our local number, 743-2020. We'd love to talk with you. We also have some other great opportunities for volunteering locally as well. We have a respite program for children with developmental disabilities. So if you think of an opportunity for a caregiver, mom and dad, to drop their child off, the child has a chance to do some fun summer camp type activities through the day. Mom and dad maybe get to spend time with another child or go shopping or go on a date or whatever it is. But we love to have volunteers at that program, people who would serve as another set of hands, arts and crafts, baking. Not me, I will not be there that day for the baking.
Oh, don't say that about yourself.
Playing
Proven yourself worthy.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Lori.
so
I
came out
appreciate
good.
that. Sometimes they'll go on outings, so we could really use some volunteers for that. Another great program we have is our community garden. So it is this, sits on one of our properties in North Tonawanda. It's about a half an acre garden, and we are always looking for hands to help us plant, weed, pick this harvest, and then of course take some of the harvest with them to enjoy in that. But that is an awesome opportunity. What happens at that garden is everything that we grow there really goes back to our residential homes and our day programs for them to use to help them offset the cost of groceries. It goes to some of our staff as well. So we have dreams of maybe doing something like a farmer's market or a CSA someday, but we could use some additional volunteers to help us get it off the ground and running. So we'd love it if you'd like to help us with that as well.
I go to many different groups. I was just at the Tatler Club speaking this past week, and I tell the people the same thing. It's like a mantra. Get off your couch. Get involved. This is a great group to get involved with. Don't just sit there watching television. You can DVR things. You can go on demand. Get up and interact with real people. You will not regret it. As I have to explain this to people all the time, every time I volunteer with a group or get involved with something, I never regret it. It opens you up to a whole world of people that you will benefit from being part of. This is one of those kind of groups. Go onto their website, see what they do, see if they're located near you. They seem to have houses all over the place, okay?
Yes.
So you're all over Niagara and Erie counties and Orleans County. No, Monroe County.
Monroe.
Oh, I'm always confused. You know, once you put me past Erie County, I'm kind of lost. Yeah, they don't usually allow me that far. Once I cross a Grand Island Bridge, you know, it's kind of it's a big day for me. Pack a lunch. No, but you have places in Niagara County, definitely where you can get involved.
Definitely.
And yeah, so just go check them out during their spaghetti dinner.
Yeah, we love that. We'd love to meet you.
Yeah, and you can go on their website and find out more about that. All right, I got to try one of these before.
All right.
Yes.
How did I do?
You know what? They're chewy. They're not hard. Yeah.
Maybe
I'm really proud of
We
you.
did it,
Maybe I have a
Sam.
little bit more of talent for baking than we thought. See?
Fast forward.
You doubted
to
me,
Sam-
Lori. You doubted
No, I never doubted you. I never doubted you. Fast forward to Samantha with her own talk show, cooking show in the future.
Sammy and
come.
friends.
Sammy and friends. I love it. I love it. Thanks so much for being
Oh,
on.
thank you
Thanks
for
for
having
having
us.
us. Lori.
Thanks for being part of a great agency.
Thank you.
Check them out and check us out here next week on Lori and Friends. Thanks for joining us. No, you know what? They're not bad. They're really good.
Good.
I want one of these too.
Well, there's
Like I'm an oatmeal person.
Oh,
there you go.
Maybe I should have made those. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding you. I'm kidding you. You did great. And you know, the fact that it flew across the floor just makes it more fun.
I know.
It really does.
Makes it real.
I should have cleaned up.
Makes it real because then people go like, oh yeah, that really happened.
Funding for Lori and Friends provided by Waste Management. Think green, think waste management.